the settings. I don't know what's going on. Probably because I won't upgrade stuff, but anyway, I was trying to get the thumbnail to be on there, and I'm trying to get it sideways, but it wants to be this way, so I'm gonna just do it this way. All right, so this is a pocket prairie. I'm now certified as a Texas native plant landscape certification, right? And so got a seed packet for a pocket prairie, so I'm just going to demonstrate how to do it. And I wanted to tilt it the other way, but whatever. It didn't have the setting for landscape, so that was, but anyway. All right, try not to have too much, whoops. All right, so when I purchased the home here, it was all grass pretty much. I'll be doing this later, but I scored all that, and I'll explain what I mean by that, just because it's overgrowing, but it's winter and it's a good time to work on projects like this, because the ground is easy to dig up, and it's not sweaty hot. So, anywho, hey, how are you? All right, yeah, I just randomly jumped on. So last night, so I'm creating what they call pocket prairie. So this is with native Texas prairie plants, and the purpose of it is to attract the local native wildlife. And so you kind of give a corridor. We actually have a huge nature corridor here where the deer can come through and other animals. And you know, mostly everybody has lawn, and I love ripping out grass. So last night, so it's a 6x10, so I measured it out, and I'll just kind of demonstrate. I have just that little bit to go, so I did all that last night, and so I'm just going to demonstrate the process of kind of the easy way to dig out grass. I love digging out grass, so that's what I did last night. That's my pile. And this is my little zone I'm working in. So I probably won't follow the chat. I mean, I'm doing this again as like documentation, but on that side over there I've got a bunch of natives, and I'll do a description of that at some point. And let's see. Of course, shout out. All right, chin up. I'm gonna show you how to dig out grass easily. It's my favorite thing to do. And yeah, if I'm buffering, let me know, because I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi. I think if you turn off the Wi-Fi, it makes it better, but you know, I'm not a technology geek. So chat amongst yourselves, whoever shows up, and then at least it'll be documented. But I'm creating a pocket prairie, and God, I think this is my Karen. She's driving back by. It's a Karen. Karen, she calls code enforcement on everybody. So I think that's her. She's waving, so who knows? Maybe it's not her. We have a crazy one in this neighborhood. Yeah, the cops were watching me last night, and I'm like, what? I walked away around, and then they drove away. So somebody must have called and been like, someone's digging. But if I can get stuff done at night, it's a good thing, so. All right, so this is, I'll give you a little history, quick, of our education on it. So we're in southeastern Texas, kind of more like mid if you count the whole bottom tip of Texas that goes downward, but on the fat part, pretty much. And the native plants here, so it's Pines and Prairies is my local native plant chapter, and the native plants will drop deep roots, and that helps really absorb water because flooding's an issue here. Turf grass is pretty much like a runoff, and so turf grass provides zero habitat for wildlife, very poor drainage, and a lot of maintenance, so it's kind of wasteful of resources with all the mowing. So the native prairie will drop deep roots, it'll absorb water, so I can create little channels from the road to have runoff come, and then my prairie can soak it up. The prairie will spread, so there's that, and then I'll be attracting different local birds and insects and butterflies, and that's always really fun for me. Like, that's kind of my favorite part. So I'm now certified for Texas native plant landscaping, and I am currently enrolled in beginning classes to become a Texas master naturalist. So that's kind of my deal. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate. Oh, I got to go get my tool. I'm going to demonstrate basically a real easy and effective way to remove grass. So that's what's been done here. This was all grass. All right, I'll be right back with my tool. Spade fork. Just to explain, typically the soil's not this hard, and I thought there was like cement or concrete underneath there, but it's not. And so if you see me going back and forth with the spade fork, it appears to me, because I'm getting soft soil below, which is weird, that the mat that's been created by this St. Augustine grass is sort of creating an impenetrable feeling like a solid surface, but when I wiggle back and forth, it seems to move the fork through whatever that mat is, but it feels like rock. So it's kind of weird, but that's where I'm struggling with it. But yeah, I got a big portion done, so I'm hoping to get the rest of it done. that's just a row. So just kind of demonstrating. I did the first part last night because I knew it was pure grass. But then as you get over here to this part, let's see. Yeah, it's mad at me. That one right there is a native. And so I can carefully, let me just tilt it that way, make it easier. All right, so that one right there is a native, and it just gets a flower in the spring, and then that's it. And then there's another one over there that's a native. And so I can fine tune it and pull the grass out around. But I was just gonna demonstrate that. I'll finish this probably off camera because it can't be that exciting to watch someone pull grass. But anyway, so it'll be a 6x10, and then in the spring, you sprinkle down seeds like it's chicken food and pat it down. So loosen it to like the top part, so I still have some grass to pull out. Kind of turn it around, and then sprinkle the seeds like chicken food, pat it down, and keep it moist until the seedlings start to appear. And then once the seedlings start to appear, I would still kind of check on it, but then you can, I mean, once it gets established, it's native, right? So you can do your own little removal of grass and put in some natives. I just happen to be in the subtropical region of eastern, kind of mid to southeastern Texas, near the Gulf of America. And then my side fence, I got a nice little barricade of grass. All right, I don't know who's here. This shows 4 people, but that doesn't matter. I'm just documenting. All right, so that is, I'm gonna finish it on my own. I'm just kind of giving a little tour. Then I've got dandelions here, so I'm gonna keep those and pull the grass out around them. So dandelions are good for your liver and kidneys. You can eat the greens when it's young. You can make things out of the flowers. I've heard of dandelion wine, something I hope to learn now that I'm homesteading. And the roots make a nice tea. That's what I'm actually drinking today, right now, is dandelion root tea. So I'll just take you on a quick little tour. I've been putting in natives, so this is an echinacea. I put in all my wildflower seeds when I got here, but I've been planting natives, sorry it's bumpy, all along the row. This is from my wildflowers. The alyssum have taken hold, and then I'm basically setting up a whole homesteading, so my blueberries are getting flowers. I have a lot. Peppermint, lemon balm, then I can take a tour of the garden real quick. That's a black-eyed Susan. So the black-eyed Susans will be going crazy. In the spring, put some natives back here. This is Turk's cap, super cool flower. That'll get huge. Indian sea oats. So I had that in full sun. It looks dead, but at the base, it's all sprouting. So it's a grass, so it has a yearly cycle. This is goldenrod. So I'm gonna spread those seeds around. I'll just give you a mini tour of the front, and that'll be it for now. So this was all grass when I first started. That's an avocado tree. Started that from seed. Well, it sprouted. It sprouted in my compost. I spy. Where are you? Is that it? Oh my. Let me put my boot near it so I can hone in on that. Okay. Oh my. I'm tangled in my... Oh, this is annoying. Okay, hold on. Knock it off. Ah. That is Texas bluebonnet. Anyway, that was a whole lot for a whole little. This is olive tree. So that's across from the avocado. This is a native passion fruit, so that'll climb up. There's a native, or I don't know if it's native actually, grape. Oh my God. Raspberries. There's another olive. I took out some iris and made a little row. This, we've got, I spy, what is it? Frog fruit. Frog fruit. It's a native. I kept thinking it was frog foot, but it's frog fruit. So that's a ground cover, so that'll take over the grass. So and it creates a habitat for different native wildlife, so different insects and things like that, rather than turf grass, which does not. I've got runoff that comes down from the thing. I'm gonna put it on camera. So I'm planning to dig a trench and make a pool area, like a pond area, and then I'm gonna put native wetland species there, so that will take care of the runoff on my property. Different ideas. I was just talking about, let me see if I'm zoomed in still. Okay. Creating a row of citrus here. So we'll have an orange, grapefruit, and lemon. And then I've got a loquat here. Crepe myrtle will be gone. Bye. That's gonna go on the front because I don't really care. Romaine lettuce. So I built a bunch of beds. We'll go down the beds. Romaine lettuce. These are winter crops. Cilantro, collard greens. I'm gonna build probably six more beds. This bed I have Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, and I think that's it. The broccoli I don't think made it. Swiss chard got mixed in somehow, and a beet, I don't know there. This is a row of carrots, a row of beets, an old broccoli from the summer, and that's either broccoli or collard greens left over from the summer. Here's a sage, another cilantro, green onions, collard greens from the summer. That's all a patch of dill, an old broccoli from the summer, potatoes, and then these are plants that I need to remove. My banana trees, so I'm trying to figure out subtropical when we do get frost, so that's what took out the bananas twice, and I'll figure out a way to either protect them or just let it happen. I'm not sure. Lemon balm. Which one's this? Sylvia Victoria. It's a type of sage, a Texas native. Mint. That's a fig, but it hasn't gotten fruit, so I heard it doesn't get... It might be a male, so I might have to remove them. That's... What is this one? These are natives. Flame acanthus, Texas native. That's a little Texas native. I don't remember what it's called. The little yellow flowers are super cute. It's a ground cover that I got at one of my native plant things. Sugarcane. So that doesn't do too well in this winter either, so I'm trying to figure that one out. Pretty big blueberries. It's blooming, so I'm gonna get some blueberries. And we have I think it's a peach tree. I inherited that one. It was here when I got here. There's one last little bit, and I'm gonna end it. Oh, oregano. This took off. That was a tiny little plant, and that one went nuts. So I gotta start learning how to preserve them and everything. Make stuff with them. Lemon thyme and regular thyme. Nectarine tree. That was given to me by a neighbor. So was this fig tree. These get tiny figs that are decent. Are four-wheelers because there's like trails in the woods. That's my feverfew. My other one, right after it got flowers and I went to California, it disappeared magically. So we won't discuss that. I don't know where it went. Let's just say gopher, huh? That is lemongrass, yarrow, rosemary, and Buddha, and citronella. And these are all gardenias. I inherited these gardenias, but they smell good. So there's that. All right, I might end it on the the last bit here. All right, just documenting a little bit of my new homesteading project and my natives as well as sustainable landscaping. All right, have a blessed day. How do I end it? That's always the all right, have a good day, everybody. Bye.